So the next topic which we will be seeing is the relationship between culture and society. Okay. So the relationship between culture and society is mutual. So that means the relationship between the culture and the society are common. Okay. So the culture is the base of the evolution of human society. That is, it is the development of the base of human society, which is culture. Okay. Culture is a part and a parcel of human society since the beginning of civilization. Okay. So from the civilization, culture is the part of the human society. Culture is an indivisible part of society. It cannot be divided. Okay, so it is one of the part of the society. So the human interaction is based on culture. Okay, so without human interactions, no society can be in existence. That means without just only as individual person cannot lead in the society, right? So if the human interact with other human beings, so it will be a society, right? So hence without culture there is no society, and without society there is no culture. Okay, so this is a mutual bonding between the culture and the society. Okay, so culture and the society are the two faces of the same coin. Okay, so what they are saying, it's a two faces of a coin, same coin, which are culture and the society. How they have given it, we will see now. The social world of the human consists of various societies with numerous human relationships. Okay, because culture and society are two faces of the same coin. Culture makes human beings different from other animals, right? So their culture is different. So whereas human beings have different cultures, as there are different religions or different traditions among the peoples in the society. So social controls in a society are based on cultural aspects. So the social controls define the human behavior, how they behave in the society. Individual in a society have memberships in various social institutions. So they have a different memberships, who and each and every individual living in the society. Every institution regulates the behavior of the individual through its cultural tools. So for example, our interactions with elders are guided by culture prevalent in our families and societies. So how we behave, how we interact with our elders, which is very prevalent in our families and the societies. Okay, so the next point is importance and the significance of cultural rituals and diversity. So here they are going to give about how it is importance of cultural rituals and the diversity which we are facing in our society. So we witness one or the other cultural ritual every day. So there are many rituals we are facing in our daily life, right? So the discussion on every such rituals is difficult. Hence, we shall concentrate on few examples that explain the role culture is ensuring the good of human society. So though there are many rituals which are followed by many people in this society, so they have given some of the rituals examples. Okay, so which are followed by the human. So fairs are the most important cultural rituals of rural societies of India. Fairs are nothing but they will say jatra, right? Jatra or Sunday they will say, right? So it is a most common thing which is followed still in the rural society, okay, rural areas. A fair is not only a religious expression, it also functions as a temporary market for the neighboring villages. So everyone comes on those fairs and they keep or they will market it their products. So it is a place where cultural produce is sold or bought. So over there they will bring all the cultural products or the anything which they produce to be sold or to be bought over there in the fair. Okay, so this market is utilized to sell or buy the domestic animals also. So they even sell and buy the domestic animals. So there are also the window for entertainment soon after the harvest season. So soon after the harvest season is completed, they come and sell their production in that fair. Okay, So people participate in the fairs irrespective of their caste, creed, and language. So over there, everyone will come and entertain themselves. They participate in the fair. Okay, so the fairs reinforce social relationships. Reinforce means strengthen. Okay, so often fairs have people with different language and culture displaying their skills in the form of circus. So over there, they even perform circus where there will be different speaking language peoples and the culture belonging people. Okay, similarly various artisans display their skills there. These displays are also culture expressions. So some of the artists will come over there and they display about the culture expressions. Okay, so many performance narrate the local versions of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So they will be performing the script, okay, the drama of the versions of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So the group of people who participate in these fairs belong to the different language, custom, and culture groups. So they all will be different in their physical appearance too, but they assemble in their fairs to celebrate. Okay, so they also appear to be showcasing our constitution's desire of achieving unity in diversity. So though there is a difference in the people, but they been achieving the unity, okay, among themselves. So like this, individual diversity is marked in this community rituals. Often these are considered as the motivating aspects of social life. Hence, cultural practices have a pivotal role in human society. That is an important role in human society. Similarly, during Republic Day celebrations, the entire nation cultural diversity is showcased. So, tableaus depicting various cultural aspects of India get displayed at our capital city. Tableaus is nothing but a picture or a parade. The parade has been taken place in every Republic Day and the Independence Day, right? So, they will show us the different culture belonging to the different states, right? Okay, a tableau displaying the rural life of northern Karnataka is displayed along with another tableau displaying the rural Rajasthan. Okay, if you have ever seen the parade taking place during this celebration, you can even enjoy the cultures which have been traditions which have been following in different states. Okay, so every year Republic Day celebrations showcase our unity in diversity. Language is another example of this cultural expression. Children growing up in a social environment that has multi languages learn more than 2-3 languages. Okay, so this learning not only involves that language but also includes the culture of that language. So nowadays the children are very much eager to learn different languages, right? So thus they go beyond the narrow jacket of religion or caste. Okay, so whether they belong to any caste, they learn those languages. Another simple example is that of various laborers working together in factory setup. Children growing up in the multicultural social setup learn to mark festivals and other rituals of the social groups present there. So they even learnt about the different festivals which are celebrated by the other religion people. So this aids respecting the cultural diversity. So this type of different social groups helps us to grow the cultural diversity among the human beings in the society. So the respect for cultural diversity fosters peace and development in human societies. Fosters means nothing but encourage the development of doing something. Okay, so this brings out a good development in the human society by following these cultural diversities. Okay, hope I have you all have been able to understand what I have explained in it. If you have any doubts regarding this, just share me the question so that I can clear off it. In this lesson, like I've already giving the notes. Okay, so in these lessons I will be underlining the hard words. Okay, for those who are not aware of that, just note it down in it. Okay, thank you.